Welcome to the Putat and the Universe channel. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscriptions, help, and support. The channel is deeply grateful to you. Today, let's see what you need to know right now. What will be important for you in the near future? Okay? You can choose the time period yourself, intuitively, for the near future. Well, that's a week, 10 days, or let's say, about 20 days in the near future. Something like that. Just pick it intuitively yourself. I'm going to pull a significator now to show your current state and what's important for you. And the answer will be exactly on this topic. What is important for you to know? I also took a deck that will show us what you will be able to do well and easily. That is, the higher powers will give you some kind of energy to solve your pressing problems or certain matters, right? And you can use this energy for your own good. So that's the story. So you will be able to do this well and easily. All right, let's take a look at you. Don't forget that these are general readings. Pay attention to the significator. This is the card spread. At the beginning of the video, right? It will show your story, signify you. And if it resonates with you, if it speaks to you, then it's also what you need to know right now. What you will be able to do very easily, the blessings that higher powers will give you there, will also resonate with you. So, how do the higher powers see you here and now? The creativity card came up in the upright position, which is very good. Or the past card came up. Some kind of creativity related to the past. Maybe you are redoing something from the past. Well, I don't know. Maybe you have an apartment and you are improving it. Or this card could also represent children. Hobbies. Maybe you got interested in something that you used to do before. You might be going through a phase. You can resume it, resume some kind of hobby. Or maybe you're focused on children or your own brainchild, and you enjoy it. This card is actually about the past, something you used to have, right? Maybe it's a place from your past that inspired you, made you happy like a child. Maybe you were somewhere. Or you can visit someplace together with your children. Or maybe a place where you were a child. Or somewhere that fills you with childlike joy. Yes, sometimes. Maybe it's going to the theater, I don't know, going somewhere else, visiting someplace. In general, well, there's something very pleasant here. Let's unpack it. How else do the higher powers see you, and what energies you're in? The energy of creativity. Yes, by the way, maybe you are making plans or meeting up with people you have known since childhood. That can also happen, because this card is kind of about childhood, children, the past. Past hobbies, inspirations, some kind of luck. Yes, maybe you knew someone in childhood. Maybe you're in touch now or thinking about reaching out. But overall, this is about creativity. Most of all, of course, it shows creativity. Let's just draw a clarifying card. How the higher powers see you. The Sage, by the way, the Major Arcana card came up. This card, this Major Arcana card, means much more than this one. Most likely, by the way, this also symbolizes the past, historical past. They show you as the Hermit, They show you, well, the Hermit together with this card, as if you are communicating with people you've known for a long time, or you're engaged in some kind of creative work. Maybe someone returned to a previous job they used to like. Well, that's actually a wise decision, some kind of wise decision. Taking your time, not rushing anything. Go ahead. Reread, rewatch something. Look, right? The Hermit. You're rewatching or rereading something. Maybe you're revisiting some hobby after all. You're reconsidering your communication with your child. You're reconsidering trips back to places from your past. Well, it's a wiser, calmer approach. Even if, let's say, you worked somewhere or were passionate about something. Well, it's probably something short. It's probably not always about some journey. Well, the sixes can point to travel, yes. The journey was short. I was passionate about something. Even if it's work, probably. Some period. A period that brings joy. Maybe there was a period that stopped bringing joy, and now you're reconsidering it here. A wiser approach is coming. That's interesting. Honestly, the cards that came up are very opposite. This card is more open. I act like a child, yes. I like to do something creative. And this one is more serious. Time. Saturn is the patron. I reconsider wiser decisions. By the way, that's something else it can bring. Maybe somewhere I treated a project like a child, but now I'm reconsidering it and monetizing it, for example. A more serious approach to something. Again, it can really activate the child-parent dynamic, because this is the card of children, and this one then is the card of elders. Now I am a wise woman, yes. I was once a child. Now I'm reconsidering, maybe, my attitude towards my dad, mom, old man, neighbors, some elderly people, those who have lived a long life. Now that I've lived a bit, I've seen some things, and I'm rethinking some things. What could this be related to? Let's ask it that way. First, it's about changes. For the better. I want to change things for the better. Well, I'm really applying creativity here. Again, I want to change something for the better. Because I've reconsidered things, time has passed. Saturn just shows the passage of time. Time has passed. I want to change something for the better. Also, it's about means of communication and transportation. Maybe I want to reconsider some trips.
Um,
Look, this is the children's card. Maybe it's about relationships with children. Oh, maybe reconsider going somewhere with the child. Well, for example, yes, the child has been studying for a long time. I also need to rest. And we can go somewhere together. To reconsider or change something. These can be short trips, exciting ones. These could be means of communication, transportation, or some conversations. Conversations, communication. I need to change the way I communicate with someone. Like, it used to be one way, but now it should be more serious, more responsible or something. Some kind of approach, like a more responsible, more serious one. Overall, it makes things better. What else? What could it be related to? Maybe it's some kind of toxic relationship, or someone started feeling unwell. For example, if an elderly person starts feeling worse, I need to reconsider. Or I'm not a child anymore. I'm already a more mature person, and I need to reconsider my means of communication and transportation. Reconsider your approach to work. Reconsider your approach to your life. In general, you need to change your approach here. You're changing something here. What is it related to? To changes. That's what the cards say. Life has changed. I was young, now I've gotten older. Somehow things have changed. It's related to some kind of changes with also this. Well, maybe someone has a car, a means of communication or transportation, and the car broke down. Yes, you need to change something to replace it.
um,
To change means to improve or replace something. That's exactly what it sounds like, changing for the better. What else is this related to? With communication. Let me read it. All the cards came out upright. All the cards are good, but then the swords came up. This is the best one among the sword cards. This is one of the sword cards. Well, it's kind of like that, yeah. Let me read the positive meaning first. On the positive side, you were communicating with someone, talking, wanting to go somewhere so that it wouldn't just be a superficial conversation.
mm,
Or maybe you were gathering some information, but you need to go somewhere, visit a place, so that it isn't superficial. but brings some serious, not superficial results. Well, for example, I was looking for a job, or I want to repair my car, or get some kind of training, but not something superficial, something more serious. That's exactly what I mean. Here is a major arcana card. It has a strong influence, something more serious. For example, the children have finished their studies, and now we need to talk and go somewhere so that it's not something superficial. Let's say they've already gone to college, or got a license, or something else. Well, again, this could also be related to you. You were young, but now you need to take things more seriously. And this is the card of superficiality. I want to go deeper. I want to improve and clarify. You see, here the girl is leaping into clarity. Something is bothering her. These are toxic emotions. That is, there's something I don't know, and I start to feel toxic emotions. I start to worry. I discuss it superficially, but I need to learn more about it in depth. Talk to someone, work something out with someone. I don't know, maybe go to the bank, go to work to find out everything more clearly and precisely. And then that's a plus. I'm going deeper into wisdom. It takes time. You need to spend time on this. You really know that you need to spend time on it. That's a truly wise decision on your part. But the negative side of these two cards is that they're both cards from the suit of swords, right? It could be that someone is lying, speaking superficially, and not going deeper, and you subconsciously instinctively feel it, like you can just sense it that this jerk is lying, and I need to find out for sure. You know, someone is beating around the bush, twisting and turning something. What is it connected to from your past? With past relationships? With the past? Well, with the past. And it's an important past. You liked it, you still like this past. Do you understand? Well, for example, if we talk about money or work, the boss is scheming something, being shady, giving superficial answers, but nothing is really changing. But I need changes. I need to clarify all of this, yes. Or, for example, you might have a request like, I want to get married. I've been talking to this person. I've known him for a long time, but he just keeps beating around the bush, going in circles, over and over again. But I want serious changes, clear ones, strictly according to plan. That's why I want to discuss it. To discuss it, to talk it over, to meet in person. I don't know, just to change the situation already. Because for me, by the way, it could also turn out well. We talked, and now the time has come, well, to make our relationship official, yes. That could happen too. If we're talking about love here it's just a girl in a wedding dress. Yes, it's like a request for something new, to start from scratch. Well, you can start a new job too. It's like this brings it back. Brings back what's mine. I like my past. I want to go back to an improved past. Look, to an improved past. I want to go back to a better version of the past. For example, I talk to a man, or even with a child. With mine, yes, children, offspring, project, and I want to go back to an improved past. That is, to add or change something in it, so that it becomes cooler, becomes better, and to go back there so that it brings me happiness again for a long, long time, for many years. So, for example, I have a relationship with a man. We like each other. So that's it. A romantic relationship. I like it, yes, for a certain period of time. And I want to take it to a new level. Work, a project, or my relationship with my child. To a new level and an improved past. Yes, to bring it back. It's interesting what the cards say.
Obrigada.
How you are being shown. Subtitles in this period. How do the higher powers see you? You are studying something, but you're also seen as a responsible, diligent student. You understand your responsibility in this. You are studying. If the higher powers say, well, if this card wasn't here, I wouldn't say so. Here it just points to the past again. Whatever you studied in the past, you did very well. So the only thing is, this Hermit card says that if something interests you, you put in all your effort and it comes easily to you, you succeed. In any field, you can study anything you want. Maybe, really, some of you
um,
are considering learning at a deeper level. Not necessarily. Maybe to look more deeply into a new job. Some kind of change. More.
более
More to study. Three of Swords. Will there be closed roads? Will there be... Again, this card could mean moving, third parties, outsiders, the influence of some third factors. Well, in a love context, this is the influence of third parties. I need to study them. Yes, it doesn't have to be mistresses. Yes, these third parties could be, for example, the parents of the person you chose, or your own parents being against it. It's important for me to look into this. Someone being against it, that's what it's called. Someone. For example, I don't know, if it's about work, then the situation in the country is against it. Won't there be some kind of problem here, like closed roads? Will it go through? Oh, won't they shut down the internet? Look, yes, for example, here is a person sitting. I want, for example, to work online, through the internet, and I need to study this topic. Won't they block the roads? Won't they completely shut down the internet? Is it possible to work with this? Will I be able to find out through the internet, or should I change something? Will it be closed there? Will there be any movement there? Any movement? Yes, some kind. Basically, you are studying what makes you worry, something you only know superficially. It seems like third-party factors are influencing things. What do these third-party factors influence? On the Queen of Pentacles. Well, it could be where you earn your money, basically your home and hearth. The Queen of Pentacles mostly represents the home, well-being, stability, coziness, comfort, and the feeling of safety at home. So, if someone is thinking about moving or traveling somewhere, the question is, will I feel safe in another place? Right? Then Pentacles also represent money, right? Will there be enough money? Money, well, most likely, it's about feeling safe at home. Like, will I be able to buy an apartment there? Will there be food? Or maybe at a new job. Will I feel safe at home in my own home? Will I have enough money at my new job to pay for housing? Well, if I have kids, because it all started with the kids. Will everything be okay for the kids? Or will I be able to develop some kind of creative project so that I feel safe, meaning all my needs are met? Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it's also a woman you've known for a very long time. Something related to a woman you've known for a very long time. Well, I don't know. A friend, mother, or sister. For some people, it might be like that. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles. Because I wasn't really asking about you here. Well, let's see. More. Well, or of course, it could be showing you as well. So, the major arcana also comes up here in terms of safety. The worries may be about documents, courts, or the division of property. Legally, well, for example, the home may be determined by law. So, for example, if I took out a mortgage, would I be able to pay it off? Or would I be able to get a loan, build, a credit history if I move? Or at a new job officially? Officially. How does it work then according to the state laws? Are you ready to run around? Look, are you ready to work hard? The card shows it. See, the woman is tired, her feet are worn out, but she's sitting there satisfied, for the sake of fairness. So you say, I want to learn all of this now, and for the sake of fairness, I'm ready to run around, invest money, and work. To sign some documents, but I want it to be fair to me. Well, by the way, marital relationships, there were romantic ones.
любовные,
And I'm ready to live with my husband as a wife, to keep the home, to do everything for that. I'll wear my feet out, but I want to be treated fairly, so that in case one of the spouses dies, I wouldn't be left with nothing. Yes, I would have an inheritance. Or if we got divorced, so that the property we acquired together would be divided. Why? Why should I wear my feet out and be left with nothing? Yes, that's about how it sounds. By the way, it doesn't matter if it's work or money. Even, maybe someone thinks, I'm ready to invest in my child, like a wise adult, so that things can change for my child, or even buy a car, means of communication, transportation. Well, some big finances, let's say. A car, or even for myself. A car, a laptop, a computer, some kind of equipment, a trip, moving to a new place. I'm ready to invest in that. Wear out my shoes? Oh, yes, sign the documents. But will it be fair? And for some reason, the most important thing is that the home stays safe, that I'm ready for expenses, but that in my home. These are your main concerns. And they're connected. Look, you're worried, you're anxious. The Three of Swords also shows the past. Because maybe something happened in the past. Some trip wasn't very good. Some changes weren't very good either. Something from the past is making itself known. Something might not have worked out. But you really love someone and something very much. That's how it all started, right? Some kind of creative process, children. Some kind of creative process. I can create as a creator. I can. I succeeded a lot in the past. I did a lot, many things. I can do something again. And I'm ready to invest in it. But only fairly. Well, that's why you're here learning something. A sword card also came up on a sword card. You're studying karmic consequences. For your family, for your home nest, the Four of Swords, your home nest, your loved ones, those you are connected to on a DNA level, or your homeland. What consequences will my actions have? I mean, I can invest even more, but only if it's fair to me. That's roughly how it sounds. That is, I can invest in something dear for my loved ones, for myself, my dear self. Then there could also be illness here. If you read it for yourself, then it's a sore spot. Maybe it's really some kind of illness. Then it's like there's no flexibility. Thank you for a sore spot. There's no movement of any kind. The sore spot is real estate, some kind of family property. It could be ancestral. Well, family, I don't know. Yes, with relatives. Well, it's like you're ready to invest, but only if people are fair to you. Everything should be fair, according to the law. That's why you should study. In general, you're a good student. The higher powers see you as a very good student. Let's do this one. Once again, since we've laid out two cards here, let's do it this way. It looked beautiful on the table. The card is very good, thank you. Well, just so you don't have any illusions, here, take a look, so you don't have any illusions. Right here, I can do it like this, as if you have a lot of prospects. This card shows that I can make wishes come true. But at the same time, I understand that I can't fulfill all wishes at once. That means the universe offers me, well, for example, a certain job, a certain place to live, certain people, clients, or someone to build a relationship with. Well, for example, different options. Yes, for example, a man in my country, a man in another country, or a job in my country, or, for example, working from home, or working at a large company somewhere. Yes. Then something government-related, or at home in the household, yes. Well, if we put it that way. But at the same time, I understand. I understand that it's impossible to have everything at once and fulfill all my wishes. I can't marry two men. I can't work both from home and at a company at the same time. Although, by the way, some people manage to do it. My mom managed to do it. My friend manages to do it. She manages to work like that. Right, right. Well, then you have to give up something else. Still, it seems like if I work here and there, then I'll have to give up relationships or my free time. I don't know. In creativity, well, desires. Creativity, like a child, where we feel ourselves, where we just enjoy ourselves, or go to cafes, to the movies, meet up with friends. That's it. So what am I doing here? I like all of this. I know I have some prospects. Really, I can fulfill my wishes here, and I can do it there. I can do it this way, and I can do it that way. But I can't do everything at once. Well, this is where your wisdom works well, and your ability to analyze the situation. Which one? With some kind of superficial story. Oh, by the way, I also forgot to mention the negative side. There might be some negative rumors going around about you. Or there's some kind of superficial information around. Well, that's just the negative side. I'm just reading it. This is a general reading, so it's not for everyone. There are rumors about someone, and you know about it, right? And you want to figure out this situation. To come and find out in person. Yes, to say that it's absolutely not true. It depends on what it's related to, yes. For some people, it's about children. Maybe you're getting a divorce, and the other spouse is turning them against you. And there can be different situations here. Yes, it can be different. Whether it's about work, about business. This is simply called a pain point. And if it's about illness, look, it's about protecting yourself, karmic consequences. Yes. Even if it's related to illness, for example, you're helping someone who is sick from a distance. I'll come myself. I'll handle it. Because whoever I hire treats it superficially, I'll do it myself. Yes. Maybe, I don't know, my mom or dad got sick, and I hired nurses, but they don't really care. They're my family, so let me come myself and check everything. Take them everywhere they need to go. I'll figure it all out. Yes, maybe that's how it is. Or maybe I have some kind of sore spot. Well, I need to deeply understand for myself. Do I really trust everyone? Yes. One doctor says one thing, another says something else. 5, 10, 3, 4. Who knows what they want? Maybe they just want to take my money. Of course, I'm ready to invest, but only if it's fair. I'm even willing to do more, but only if I clearly understand. If I clearly understand that it will be fair for me. That's the point here. That's what it's about.
Well,
And these two cards, like I said, they're opposites. Sometimes I just want to be a child, forget about everything, and just let things be as they are. But at the same time, this wise person holds me back and says, no, you need to figure things out. You need to sort things out. Life is such a thing. If you want things to work out in the long run, there's Saturn, long-term, time, karmic consequences. What is karma? It's just the consequences of our own decisions and actions. So, without actions, there are no consequences at all. If we just talk, but do nothing, well, what consequences will there be? Nothing. 0. There will be nothing. By the way, this year is a 10 for us. Why am I saying this? Because 1 is a bridge to something new, to 0, to emptiness. You can fill this emptiness with anything, but for that, you really need to do something. Well, or you can do nothing at all, and there will be no changes, or you'll start to degrade when you do nothing. Yes, when a person just lies there, they start to degrade. Their muscles, blood circulation, and so on. It's the same in any area of life. That's why they say movement is life. It brings results. What kind of results? Karmic ones. Those that make us happy or unhappy, or upset us. Negative experience is still experience, where we compare and say, oh no, I won't work at a job like this. I won't live in a house like that. So I gained experience. I learned some information, and I won't hire people like that. I won't work with clients like that, so I will be with others. With good ones? Yes, the ones who bring me joy. It's karmic experience, yes. So that's the story here. To fill it out, and it's already been half a year. You can fill it out, but why? And you're interested in something important for your family, your home. That's everyone who enters your house. Well, if no one, people might not even come to the hermit's house, by the way. Or maybe, then it's just you personally. You personally. And then there's some kind of personal sore spot for you here. Well, what about the wise man? You say, I don't want to. Here again is the card. I always count negative experiences as a plus. Well, you have real wisdom. Subtitles. Wisdom in what? I don't sit and suffer. If something didn't work out for me, or I just didn't know how to do it at that moment, I don't blame myself. I don't accuse myself. I don't get into toxic emotions like thinking I'm stupid or wondering why I did or didn't do something. I just didn't know it. And by the way, about being tired. If you need something, you can get yourself up and do it, right? For what? For happiness. That's a guardian angel. When the card turns over, it's actually a good thing that it did. That's how a person blames the world. Blames fate. That's a feeling of despondency, yes. That's when we blame fate, blame God. We just sit there, blaming everyone, just like that, in the past. And like that, we don't see that the guardian angel is saying, well, you have so much joy in your life. Well, and here, it's like the person says, no matter how tired I am, and if there is an opportunity to enjoy life, to continue doing something wonderful for myself, for my loved ones, for those I care about, for creativity, for inspiration, I take it and I do it. Yes, just like this card says, for the sake of justice, I'm ready to wear my feet out, and I'll be glad to do it. Even if my feet hurt and I'm tired, I'll still be glad because, well, that's just fair from a human perspective. I was paid fairly, I got things done, I received my documents. I don't know. I won the court case. I moved. Can you imagine? Moving is such a disaster, right? I changed jobs. I don't know, changed my place of residence, did some renovations. Because the home is here. Or my loved ones left, moved away. I feel like they got all their documents done there, that's it. So, in general, that's the story they're showing us. That's how you were just signified. By the energy information universe. The energy information field that I was addressing. And now I'm taking the deck of higher powers. And we're going to ask, for the near future that you've just envisioned for yourself, what have the higher powers blessed you with? What do you need to know? Where will blessings come to you easily and in a way that feels nourishing? So, where is it for you? Let's do 3 cards. It just started going this way here, right? I revealed each card. I revealed each story. Well, here too. Let's do 3 cards each. What have the higher powers blessed you with? With hypersensitivity. You will even be able to sense people from a distance. Why were you given this? So that you will have a lot of joy later on. Interesting. So, 3 cards. They will work together as a set. Wow, organization. It seems like a card. Uh-huh. Wow. Hypersensitivity is about organizing some kind of process with people you trust. Oh, by the way, hypersensitivity.
Um,
It's kind of like trust. Who you can trust, who you can't trust. Your intuition will be very strong. Well, let's say if it's work. And look, to organize, just to organize, for example, just to take people, it doesn't matter. Any family hearth, most likely. With whom you want to live, it doesn't matter, men, children, or something else. To organize something. Who can be trusted, who can't be trusted. Where a person is lying, where they're not. where there are some organizations, and they deceive. In general, you will have hypersensitivity.
uh,
To understand people who even work, maybe, in some government organizations, who can be trusted and who can't. Well, and with ordinary people, of course. So, well, that's why there's an organization. How to organize things so that you can organize something. Well, of course, the easiest thing is to say, to go to work somewhere. Ah, well, for example, or even with clients, who can be trusted, who can't be trusted, who you can sign contracts with, and who you can't. Yes. Well, and probably marriage, real relationships, or living together in the same place. To create some kind of sense of trust through your heightened sensitivity. A zone of trust. To create a zone of trust. Well, that's with close people then. Like those you love. Well, we love our children, we love our parents, we love our friends. It's just a different kind of love, right?
mm,
For you, it's somehow very easy. It turns out that way. To convey it in simple words. Your love, your respect, lightness, somehow, in a playful way. Let's talk only about loved ones, in some kind of playful manner.
mm,
And all of it, gets structured like that. Well, let's say, for example, a trip somewhere, right? Because there are some changes. So maybe if we're talking about loved ones, there are some changes. As if, yes, some people might react strongly to something, but you approach it playfully, like, come on, it's easy to do this. You do this and I'll do that. And it's like love is blossoming all around. And you can feel that everything is easy and clear. And it's as if you intuitively know how to communicate. Maybe with a man you love. And it's easy, and the structure of this homey little place starts to form. Well, even this card speaks from a distance. Also, suddenly, maybe you have some dear loved ones who are far away. Well, I don't know. Maybe just a phone call away. Or maybe for someone, it's long trips.
um,
It's like you can intuitively make their lives easier, too. You could sense where the person is off, for example. You'll be able to feel when someone is lying, for example. Let's say a beloved son doesn't want to scare his mom by telling her he's having problems at work. And you just understand it from a distance, and in a playful, easy way. You bring lightness, you inspire. Plus, you also give some tips, like how you can make your favorite food from inexpensive ingredients. And it feels like life becomes easier. And trust grows because people intuitively start to feel your love. But it's easy to say this about your loved ones. Well, the organization card came up. It's like with your loved ones, you can organize something very easily. Understanding and trust. They're far away, but it's like the feeling of home is right there with you. When you call, a sense of security appears. That's the thing. And yes, maybe that's true. If any of you are planning to organize something remotely, to find answers to all your questions, to find specialists you can trust, you can do it too.
should some.
Even, let's say, well, you know how it is, right? That sometimes online, for example, reviews can be fake. And you will kind of sense what's actually true, who you can trust and who you can't. And because of that, you can even manage some things remotely. Well, by using your heightened sensitivity. The ability to negotiate, the ability to draw things out, to draw things out. Some kind of peace already. Well, I don't know. To plan something very efficiently. And this will protect you. to do some organizational tasks remotely. Use this. You will be able to do it perfectly. And what else are the higher powers helping you with? What have they blessed you with during the period you have chosen for yourself? Safe home. Well, safe home. Our first home is our body, our structure. Our home, in the literal sense of the word. Here it is, the family hearth. Look, it came up like this too. You might worry about your household members and about yourself as well. Yes, like, will some opportunities be closed off? But here, the level of safety is increasing. Increasing safety through your inspiration and peace of mind. When you calmly clarify something about this peace of mind, look, if you have any, you need to open up. This card is also an appeal to higher powers and to pray for the apartment, for the house, some kind of protective, well, I don't know, yes, like how Jews have a mezuzah hanging, yes, protective prayers. Christians, yes, well, different ones, yes, they can also put up prayers there. Or pray inside, leave someone there, talk, like to inspire someone. How to inspire? As if some people can help protect the house or the body. This card here, it shows the earth. Well, it shows Taurus, the body. Our body and our energy. And I also want to say that this is your body at rest. That is, getting enough sleep and peace. When you defend yourself, your body will gain twice as much strength. But again, only if you want it. This card here says, if you want it, then inspire yourself. Inspire yourself, I'm sure. To protect. Sleep, go to bed, I don't know, eat properly. That will give you twice as much energy. But it's the same thing when it comes to real estate. Here it is, wisdom, calmness. It broadens your perspective. To keep your home, to keep your energy, to keep the home of your soul. Here, the home of the soul is shown very clearly. Calmness, in calmness. That's how the cards answer. Inspiration. Inspire yourself to do this, pray. And how much do you love yourself, or maybe some close people who protect you? So you can inspire them, help them. Maybe you really are going somewhere. You have close people, like a sister. Please help me, pray for me, ask. Yes. Please look after my cat, she's at home. Yes. You can inspire people to protect your home. But if you do it yourself, it's like you have to inspire yourself. Tell yourself that I am doing this to protect my body, my home, and it will help with that. Well, there's a certain calmness. The calmness of the Taurus. Now notice something else. Taurus, earthly energy. Yes, and what do I really want? Sort of pray, turn to wisdom, to the higher powers. Thank you. The answers will come, yes. The answers will come about your goals related to protecting your earthly well-being in this life. For some reason, it comes through inspiration, or you can inspire some people too. Yes, those who love you. That will work out very well too.
Hmm.
And let's see, what else?
Sure.
You should know what the higher powers have blessed you with. What blessings are on your path for the period of time you have in mind? Vigor. vigor. Oh, a sense of humor will help you stay upbeat. During the time you have in mind, energy will lead the way. Vigor, a sense of humor, vigor in general, will help you accumulate energy. And when you turn everything into humor, even if there are some upset people around, when you turn it all into lightness and humor, it gives you more vigor, more energy, just more energy. That's it. There's some kind of energy here. Oh, and this is beautiful. All right, good morning, good morning. Wow, you will really achieve success if you take care of yourself. This is pure glamour. Look, you will be very attractive to people on the outside. Not only on the inside, but also, in general, you will receive a lot of blessings through your sense of humor. Some kind of radiance, yes. And your outer beauty, your outward vitality. It is precisely because of this that you will reap a great harvest, most often in the fall, or you will gather the fruits. Again, we're talking about a short period of time, and if you have any short-term projects, yes. Well, I don't know, to go somewhere, to find a job, to find clients, to make an agreement with someone, to help the people close to you, to help yourself. I don't know, yes, just some short periods. You'll have a great harvest if you look, well, neat and clean. If you look beautiful, attractive, and at the same time smile and have a sense of humor, you'll reap really big rewards. But this card speaks of something greater. It even speaks more about autumn. And in autumn, you can then gather a very big harvest. Well, the fruits here could be in love as well. But again, it all depends on who you have this connection with, or with whom you are planning to live together. Or maybe you are already living with these people. Yes, maybe with a man. You'll find beauty and humor here, everything you need, yes. And if you are at work, it's the same, yes. You are working on your appearance somehow? Well, oh, you will look very put together right now. And this will bring you great results. Everything that is yours, well, that is, what belongs to you, will be yours. Success will belong to you. Where did you decide to invest your humor or beauty, your outer glamour? And here it's not even about beauty, but some kind of glamour, pleasantness, neatness, quality, the quality of clothes. Quality, like your hair is never a mess, right? When? But well-groomed hair, some kind of quality. Well, glamour can also mean brands or the feeling that the clothes are expensive. That I look high-end, that I'm kind of successful, will bring you great success. I can't put it any other way. Not necessarily brands, by the way, although glamour does kind of go with that, but I see it more as quality, good. Good, yes. Something that's just nice. A person in good quality clothes, but he sees himself as a successful person. He values himself. And that's... Wait, just wait. Yeah, it will bring huge results. What's yours will be yours, wherever you decided to invest. Your sense of humor, cheer, cheer. Well, like cheerleaders, support. A support group. If you keep supporting this in yourself all the time, or if you support someone with humor, with some, well, glamour, yes, when others want to look up to you. I'm not sure, but that's another way to put it. Maybe, really, you'll support your children in some way, or the team that works with you, or your partners, or your clients. Wherever you decide to direct this resourcefulness, your resourcefulness, where others will want to look up to you, that's where you'll really gain a lot. Well, and the last card, the last 3 cards. What the higher powers have blessed you with, what you need to know. And when it comes to learning something, You will easily acquire some knowledge. Well, if you want to find something out, there are still some superficial things left here. If you want to know something, you will find out everything. Thank you. And this will not just change your knowledge, but will make changes very easy. Thank you. And this is interesting. The card is coming up. So, knowledge will come very easily. There will be a lot of it. That means blessings will come through knowledge. This will bring changes. Keep me safe, which will protect you. Will keep someone important for you safe, or something important to you. And they will let you return to a peaceful time. To a peaceful time. Well, it's called Bring Me Home. It will take you home. Where do we feel at peace? It will bring you home. Well, that's the feeling of peace. The changes will be easy. They will bring a sense of peace. Yeah. Thank you. This is actually quite a contradictory card. Maybe some hidden secret knowledge will be revealed to you, by the way. Confidence. Not accessible to everyone. Not everyone believes in this knowledge. Also, some knowledge. The ability to keep other people's secrets, other people's mysteries, will bring you changes that will give you peace. By the way, your own secrets too, if you know how to keep a confidence. That is, trust only people who know how to keep secrets. They don't use something secret. Well, something hidden from you. It works both ways. Knowledge in progress. Study the people with whom you're going through some changes. Yes, if people know how to keep things. Trusted people, confidants. Confidence, yes. Confidence, trusted people. Bright ones. Smoke, because, well, if you keep someone else's knowledge, it will bring light into your life, and the light will lift you to the heights. That's it. And exactly the same people, bright people, who know how to preserve knowledge in general, only changes with such people. Let's open this up, in the past, because the cards are contradictory. It's like there's a lot of information here, such a huge amount of information that can bring a lot of changes, and then bam. Or will secret knowledge be revealed? You will uncover secrets. Is that how it is? How is it for you? What does it mean for you? Knowledge. We're laying out the card. Well, they can bring money, time of life, some values, valuable knowledge. Valuable knowledge. They open up some opportunities to earn money or to meet some important people, to receive something valuable. Changes. Changes for the little ship. Queen of Swords. So who is it? Queen of Swords? Doctors, lawyers, I don't know. Just a smart woman. Size. Changes. Size. Woman career changes are possible. Size, clear size. Decisions put in writing, on paper, or in documents will bring easy changes. Size. Size, confidence, size. What does it mean for you? Size, confidence, size. Size. Some hidden actions for protection. Protect yourself. Or maybe there are some people, like good-hearted people who protect you. Well, there is something magical here. Let's put it this way. If you resonate with something magical, yes, these are good, light people, only those kind. Dark ones like battle magic or dark magic won't work here. And bright protectors can help you through prayers. through the light of the soul. People who know how to keep secrets. Good-hearted people. Yes, if they give their word, they keep it, even at their own expense. Well, the light of the soul. All right, let's go. In the same way, you should also protect something good and light for other people. The light of the soul. Protect the light in bright people. It will help you do something like that too. Basically, for you, confidentiality is really a form of protection. What should I protect? Love. Protect your love for yourself. To children. Choice. Stand up for the light. The light of love. Natural. The true one. What you see as beautiful, protect that beauty. This is beautiful, that is not beautiful. Oh, by the way, beauty will actually help you too. Beautiful places? Well, protect nature. Well, there can be different things here. The beauty at home, the beauty of relationships, some kind of beauty in relationships. Beauty at work, I don't know. Soulfulness. This card is ruled by Venus and Chiron. Weigh with your soul, heal what is beautiful. Protect beauty. It brings rebirth. And maybe relationships with someone will be revived, maybe with some protectors, and some kind of protection will come back, will be revived. Oh,
Так.
in everyday life. Let's do it this way. 2 cards for everyday life. For everyday life without any of this magical stuff. Because here there are some secret knowledge here as well that might bring you love, beauty, prayers. So, in ordinary life, in everyday life, what will this give? Achievements in planned achievement of success. Some plans should be kept quiet. For people who can't keep their mouths shut, you should only talk to trusted people and communicate with those you trust. You will achieve success. There are three peaks of some kind coming. To invest? It won't be that easy, but you are ready. You are ready for this. You're being shown very clearly. I am ready to go out. I am ready to work. I am ready to invest somewhere. Where I feel that I am being treated fairly as a person. Yes, in everyday life. Yes, there will be 3 moments here. What are these 3 moments? There will be 3 harvests here. 3 interactions that will bring you some results. And they will also bring results to the people you interact with, to some trusted people, to people you trust. They will also benefit from it. Fairly, I mean real fairness. There will be some periods of rest. What kind of periods of rest? Oh, discussions, disagreements. To discuss disagreements. With people you trust. Their worldviews can change. Their goals can change. And here you will need to, or else they'll be empty then. That's it. If you don't come to an agreement, then, look, in some periods, we harvested the crops. We did it. We reached one goal. Everyone got what they needed. Then some goals might start to change. Yours, theirs. Once, you need to come to an agreement. If you don't, it's empty. And they remain empty. They get nothing, and you get nothing. And here, it feels like there are periods for talking through doubts, for discussing things. Or just to discuss your doubts inside. What does it give? Well, it gives a solution, clarity, understanding. Again, some kind of higher justice. Is it worth reviving? Continuing. Going back? Yes. Is it worth being family? I don't know. It gives rebirth. When they rise up. Everyone agreed again. We rise up, we stand up. And our souls want the same thing again. Fears and worries go away. The understanding that we have always agreed on everything. Well, something like 3 harvests and 3 discussions, or some decisions. What's here? So that something new can be born next. Something comfortable. So that's the story. Well, basically, I just had a question about this.
Então,
Because it's ambiguous, unclear. Why is it ambiguous? Do you trust yourself? You do. Well, and you make arrangements for some changes. Meetings only with trusted people. With those you believe in, trust, or you sign, read contracts. Then everything will be fine. You'll see. It will happen every time. Even a review of something. Maybe. Yes, some kind of review of something. Relationships, interactions. But each time it will give you energy, give you resources. Resources. You see, every time you have to learn something, maybe even change direction. Well, in general, that's the story. It will still lead you to resources. It will lead you to plans. Definitely. Maybe even new ones. But the old ones, they will keep giving you resources all the time. The old ones are behind you. They will bear fruit now. And the new seeds will bring some promising opportunities. And open new roads, new paths to strength, to inspiration, to some kind of perspective, to power. Together we are stronger. Yes, with people you can trust. That's about how it sounds. My dear ones, such a prediction, such a message. What you need to hear right now. What you have been blessed with, where the most precious thing is right now. The most valuable energies. This is how the higher powers have answered you. Thank you for visiting me today. As the creator of this channel, I really appreciate it. I look forward to your feedback.